In our Sunrise Smart Start on this Friday morning, we are expecting to hear from the Police Accountability Board in Rochester later this morning. This coming after a heated city council meeting earlier in the week where city officials questioned the activity of the group. The board is planning to unveil its 30-day plan, something that will outline how the PAB plans to transform policing in Rochester. The group will also discuss progress being made toward beginning full investigations and the status of its leadership. Police have made an arrest in connection with a murder on Park Avenue in Rochester from last June. According to investigators, 26-year-old Keith Arnold was stabbed to death after a fight broke out. One suspect, Morris Jones Jr., was arrested in Dallas, Texas last year. Now a second suspect, 24-year-old Michael Jones, has been arrested in Rochester. Jones is due to be arraigned later today. He has been charged with murder. A 17-year-old high school student has been arrested as well and is set to be in court today after a social media post sent Gananda schools into a lockout. Police say the student made a post posing with what appeared to be an assault rifle. He was arrested at his parents' home and charged with making a terroristic threat. Well, it is a gloomy start to this Friday morning as we work our way into the holiday weekend. James, how are the temperatures faring?
So far, a little bit cooler than maybe we'd like, in the 60s and just low 70s, but I think the rain may be the most bothersome here, as we've got rain showers around the region. If your dog has to go, I'm sure they do, they're going to have to deal with rain, likely for this morning and a lot of the day. Not a total washout. There will be some dry time this afternoon, but expect even for your evening commute, you may run into those rain showers. Here's your hour by hour. You're not going to see much sun today. You know, it is National Sunscreen Day. You don't need sunscreen on today, but have it ready for the weekend when the sun comes out. That forecast at the end of the show. Mark.
All right, James, thank you. Do have the windshield wipers ready as well this morning. You'll need them as you head out the door. Our sunrise traffic light volume on the west side at this hour. No accidents to report on 390, 490, or 590. Well, we are following the deadliest U.S. school shooting in a decade. Crosses for each of the 21 victims, 19 children and 2 adults outside the Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Now Uvalde police are being investigated for their response to the shooting. Witnesses say frustrated onlookers urged officers to charge into the school during the attack. The 18-year-old shooter was inside that school for nearly an hour before a tactical team finally confronted and killed him.
So during that time, right now, according to the information we have, the majority of the gunfire was in the beginning. In the beginning. I say numerous, more than 25. I mean, it was a lot of gunfire in the beginning. During the negotiations, there wasn't much gunfire other than trying to keep the officers at bay. But that could change depending as once we analyze the video. But right now, according to the information, he did not respond.
And investigators say it now appears the gunman entered that school through an unlocked door. Meanwhile, a 9-year-old is sharing his experience from this tragedy. Giovanni Gomez is dealing with so much this week. He attends the elementary school where the shooting took place. On that day, he was there when the announcement came over the intercom that there was an active shooter in the building. He and other students filled with questions and fear as they hid, trying to comfort each other. Giovanni says he was scared and that he still is as well.
We just stood next to each other, sit next to each other, and we just hold on to each other, hugging. I'm just scared that if I go back to school, it's gonna happen again.
Well, this little boy adding he is grateful for his teachers who protected him and comforted him during the attack and afterward, and that he was able to come home to see his mother again. Well, with now 2 mass shootings in the last couple of weeks, there are renewed efforts to pass gun control measures in Washington. Alexandra Limon reports.
Democrats on Capitol Hill are angry after the shooting in Uvalde, Texas, and they're pushing back against Republicans who say the solution to school shootings is to harden schools with armed security personnel.
No, putting more armed adults in schools is not the answer. If more guns was the answer, the United States of America would be the safest nation in the world.
Reports indicate the shooter entered Robb Elementary School through an unlocked door and was in there for up to an hour before he was stopped by armed officers on the scene. All the while, he was executing students and teachers inside.
How is this acceptable?
Democrats like California Senator Alex Padilla say lawmakers have a responsibility to make the mass shootings stop. And they say more gun safety measures like universal background checks, assault weapon bans, high-capacity magazine bans, and red flag laws are a big part of the solution.
Goal and our hope and our belief is that we can find that common ground.
Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy is leading the negotiations with Republicans. But following the shooting in that Texas elementary school, Republicans have focused on the issue of mental health and providing resources for schools to be able to identify possible threats.
This is not an excuse to infringe the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens.
I just don't think gun bans work.
That was Alexandra Limon reporting. Let's see here, protests in our area as well related to gun violence. All right, new this morning, let's switch gears. We headed out to the Auditorium Theater last night. Take a look and listen. This, the Stars of Tomorrow program, once again, News 8, a proud sponsor. 2 local students selected to represent Rochester next month in New York City at the National High School Musical Theater Awards. Aiden Eddy of Grease Odyssey and Lexi Lopez of East Ridge. The annual event is hosted by the Rochester Broadway Theater League.
I think my favorite part is just seeing their hearts and kind of coming here, and you can tell their passion for it and their want for it, and it's a reminder of where I started. And kind of coming back to those humble beginnings, I suppose.
And we say congratulations to all of the performers and the winner of the News 8 fan favorite web contest, Evan Williams of Leroy. He'll get box seats for the upcoming production of Mean Girls at the Auditorium Theater and some other prizes as well. All right, here's what, fans of Ellen will be talking about at the water cooler this morning. Her final episode, the final episode of the Ellen DeGeneres Show, airing yesterday after an impressive 19-year run. Jennifer Aniston, the show's very first guest, was also the show's final guest. And Pink, who wrote the show's theme song, made an appearance as well. DeGeneres taped the final episode last month. She says the reality of the show's ending will likely hit her sometime in September, when taping would have resumed. It's amazing to get a show on the air for 1 year, much less 19 in this day and age. A remarkable run for one of the talented people in Hollywood, Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. This is her decision too, right?
Yes, right.
I'm assuming she probably could have kept going.
I think it's time, right? She's going to try and look to do some other things.
Yeah.
Hey, she's going to put her feet up over the holiday weekend.
Yes.
A lot of folks around here would like to do the same as well.
Yeah, last day of school for a lot of kids. Bus stop forecast, you think about this. The bus stops had a little bit more meaning, I think, this week. Sadly.
No, there's no doubt about that.
So we're thinking about that for those folks, those parents. My little guy's still too young for the bus stop. No school yet for him. But for those folks that are going out there, it's an umbrella-worthy morning as we've got those rain showers around. The return home, a couple of showers there as well. Rain ends tomorrow, I would say sometime in the morning, and then we're in good shape. Saturday afternoon activities good. Sunday is great. Memorial Day. Enjoy it. Mid-80s with sunshine.
All right, James, thank you. That's it for us for now here on News 8 at Sunrise. Our next update coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great Friday.